Hey guys, Terry Rogers here again. We're out here today, going to look for a few blues if we can find some. Probably going to hit a few of our normal holes that we hit. It's December the 5th, I believe. Temperature outside's around 44, 45 degrees. 51 degrees water temp. Got a little bit of current out here today, so we might do pretty decent. I don't know. We're going to try to find some, get on some today, so y'all hang with us. Okay guys, we're set up here over a small hole. Just got the rods out, and looks like I think I'm getting a bite right now. Yeah, there he is. Set up over a hole. It's just a little drop that on this channel bend right here, and it's always been a pretty good producer. Some, smaller cats, medium cats, 15, 20 pounds. I don't think I really caught too much out of it that's over about 25 or 30 though. There's a little blue there. Be a good little blue to do some filleting on. If I can ever get this hook out of his mouth. Decent little blue, just a little, I don't know, nice little blue to take home and eat if you wanted. But we're not really looking to take anything home today. We're just out here kind of messing around, just seeing what we can catch, see what's here. We'll see what we get a little bit later on. Hopefully this will be a good producing hole. Let's stay with us. Well guys, it's about 5 o'clock in the afternoon. I think we're going to wrap it up here. Not a lot biting today, not a lot going on. We got a big cold front coming in. It's supposed to drop down in the teens here in the next night or two. I don't know, it's probably around 40 degrees right now, 38, 40 degrees. We didn't do too good today. Caught one little one that I got actually on cameras. Little one right there just kind of nibbling. But no decent sized fish today. All of them were little bitty, small things that I don't know. I mean, they're fun to catch, I guess, but I'd rather have something with a little bit of fight to it, a little bit of weight to it. But some of you guys have been asking what kind of tackle I use, and size hooks, three-way swivels, different types of setups that I have. I'll get back to the house tonight, maybe tomorrow, and add on to this video here. I'll just kind of go through my tackle box and just show you what all I use. And like I say, it's not the right way, the wrong way, or whatever. There's so many ways that everyone has of doing things that there's really no wrong way. Everybody just has their own certain way they like to do things. The different way they tie knots, different knots that they use. What length of leader line, what size hooks, what type of hooks, brand hooks. There's just all kinds of things. But anyways, I'll add on to this video here since we didn't do too good today. I'll add on to it and go through tackle box and stuff, and we'll see what we can get into there. Hey guys, Terry Rogers with Rogers Catfishing again. Didn't have very good luck on the river yesterday or on the lake. Windy, cold, nasty. But anyways, there's some guys that has asked me, to do a little tackle video, just what I use. I figured I'd do that today and kind of supplement the the video from the catfishing because it wasn't very good. I just brought my tackle box in, and we'll just go through that and just see what I use. And the thing is there's not a magic, a magic hook or a magic rig or whatever that's going to catch anything and everything. And what I use is just what I grew up using. There's things in it, that most everybody uses, different sizes of hooks, brands, types of hooks, weights. We'll just go through it and just show you what I use. It's not the right way or the wrong way or the right thing or the wrong thing, but it's just what I grew up using, what I like using, and what works. But anyways, we'll get started here and look through some things. Okay, we're going to start off with the tackle box that I use. It's just a plain old 732 model. It's got a lot of storage, a lot of little handy features on it up here on the tops, where you can just get to things, pretty quick. And matter of fact, I'll show you what I have in here. These up here are the little quick tools. I use them a lot. All they are is, a pair of long nose pliers, file for the hook sharpener, or sharpening hooks that is, and just a pair of snips for different types of things, cutting the larger diameter monofilament line mainly. Over here on this side, just have a few odds and ends in here. A little pair of scissors there for cutting braided line. Let's see what we got inside here. Hopefully this isn't too much of a mess. It doesn't look like it. Okay, what we have inside here is another knife for a little bit more, different different type of cuts, to make or whatever that you might need. Electrical tape. This is one thing right here, electrical tape, that is always going to be of some type of use when you're out on the water. I mean, whether it's, taping something back together that you broke, or just holding something in place, or even, putting a gauze on your finger and wrapping it up because you don't have any other type of medical tape. All kinds of uses. Digital scale. Always have a digital scale with me just in case I want to know, how much something weighs, for some of the bigger fish. I like weighing them just to kind of keep track of personal bests and buddies that fish with me and all that. This one here I got off of eBay for, I don't know, it's about $4 I think, and it's performed great. It's very, very accurate, very cheap. Matter of fact, I bought 2 or 3 of them just in case I lost it or it broke or something went wrong. I keep that one of these here and another one in another tackle box I have. Moving on, a notepad with a pen, because you never know, when you might need to write down a number, a serial number of something, model number, types of conditions for that day, the wind, the rain, just whatever. There's all kinds of things you can use a notepad for, and whenever you need one, it's most of the things that people just don't have in their tackle box. But I always keep one just in case I need it for something. Let's see, battery gauge just for backup. I have a battery gauge already, but this is just a backup. I have an onboard battery gauge. It's just a backup just in case I need something. Let's see, over here on this side we just have some extra hooks. These are Bass Pro Shops offshore angler hooks. Just bought a few of those extra just to kind of throw in there, just to have. For my leader line on my rigs, I use just the Omniflex 50-pound. This thing is this awesome. I mean, this is cheap stuff you can get at Walmart. But I tell you what, I don't care, how expensive the braid is. This stuff here, believe it or not, I've caught 60, 70-pound blues on it, and the abrasion resistance and the strength of this mono, it is really, really good. I mean, if you have your drag set right, this right here, this is really all you need. This is for my sinkers, my drop sinkers there, whenever I use a drop rig. It's just 20-pound test, big game. That's just in case, if the sinker gets hung up on something on the bottom, you can break it before breaking your main line. Let's see. Here's just some stuff that I tied up in little baggies. It's Team Catfish. I believe these are 7/0 double action. I just usually tie a few of them up, put them in a little baggie, with the no snail knot, just to have just real quick, so I don't have to tie them up there. Although it is a very quick knot to tie. Team Catfish 5/0. Got some Gamakatsu 8/0 in here also that I tied up. And those are just kind of quick to grab and throw on the line whenever you need it. Let's see. Let's get on into here now. See, all this stuff here, get this thing down here just a little bit closer. All this is just little odds and ends that I use. You know, I don't have any like real complicated tackle or anything. Most of this stuff is very, very, very easy to figure out how to use. Some different, you know, smaller size hooks, kale hooks up here. Most of this stuff up top here, you know, is for bait fishing, you know, for bluegill or skipjack or something like that. You know, we've got some little jigs I'll use for skipjack, but I have a whole different tackle box for skips. And it's a very small, limited tackle box because skips are so easy to catch, especially when they're running hard. Got some split shot, little rubber beads there to provide a little bit of shock resistance between a sliding sinker and your swivel. It protects the knots. Size 1 barrel swivels. You can see these. These are, well, let's put them in my hand there. These are just your normal, regular Eagle Claw barrel swivels. They're size 1. They are, you know, very, very effective, very strong. I've never had one break. These are just peg floats that I use from when I use the Santee Cooper rig, Carolina rigging. These are a 3-way swivel that I use when I use a 3-way swivel rig. And this thing here it's a pretty good little rig. I mean, you can get these off of, you know, you can get them off of eBay. You can buy them at different tackle stores here and there. But they're a really good way to rig up a 3-way rig. They are a lot less, how would you say? They tangle a lot less than most 3-ways. A lot of guys have problems with 3-way rigs because they get tangled up and wrapped around and all that a lot. These right here, I have found that they're actually pretty good. You know, your main line ties to here, your leader ties to here for your lead, or your leader ties to here. Your lead is down at this end. And I'll show y'all how I rig these up just here a little bit. I brought 2 of my rods in here just to kind of give an example. And over here we have, you know, another barrel swivel. That's all these things are. And those are good, you know, for, well, if you guys have been fishing any at all hardly, you know that a swivel is a good thing to keep from twisting. Over here, what we have is just an assortment of different weights. And looking at this, I really do need to make up my weights. I need to get the lead pot out, the melting pot, and pour up a lot more weights, because I do not have any 6 or 8 ounce no roll sinkers in here. The only thing I have is the 5 ounce ones, and these are pretty good for using like on the Cumberland River, and Ohio River's okay, you know, if there isn't a whole lot of current. But Tennessee River, you know, they're great for that. But you know, anything with a little bit of current, or if you're pulling your boat, you know, kind of like a suspended drift, you really need something 6 or 8 ounce just to keep those weights down there under the boat and keep them from rising up in the water column behind your boat. All these are is just, you know, 4 ounce bank sinkers. Got some 2 ounce egg sinkers, and some small 2 ounce bank sinkers also. And you know, you can use those for various types of rigging. We'll get into that here in just a minute. Like I said, I'll show you some of the things that, or some of the rigs that I use. 2 of them that I use the most. And in here, well, it's my hook assortment. I have 4/0 Gamakatsus. The smaller hooks that I use for those when I'm targeting the channel cats a lot. They are very, very effective. You know, they're small, they're easy for the channels to get in their mouth, you know, because, you know, typically the channel cats around here, which is western Kentucky area, you know, the Mississippi, Ohio, Tennessee River, Cumberland River, the channel cats around here, you know, you get anything you start getting into the double digits on poundage in channel cats, and it's pretty good size. Most of the channels around here, 4, 5, 6, 7 pounds and below. Anyways, we'll get on with this. Let's see. All these are, these are 5/0 Gamakatsus. Over here we have the 8/0 Gamakatsus, which I use quite a bit. Sometimes, I've gotten to where I've been using the Team Catfish hooks though mainly. These are really good hooks, the Gamakatsus, but I like the double action on the Team Catfish hooks, and and they're pretty good hooks I've found. I've caught several, several 30, 40, 50 pound cats, blues mainly, on these hooks, and they do a really good job. I mean, they stay fairly sharp. They've got a nice wide gap here in the middle, and the action on them, you can actually set these hooks. Although 99% of the time I don't, the fish will hook itself. But most of the time these things are a really good hook to use. I'm not sponsored by them or anything, but they're just a good hook all around, I think. That's just my opinion though. Now other people have other opinions on things, and they have their favorite hooks and everything. But overall, this is what I like to use. Also use the 5/0 ones quite a bit. Like I said, for the channels, whenever I want to downsize hooks, and equipment a little bit, I'll downsize into those. The Charlie Brown hooks from Bottom Dwellers Tackle. These are also some pretty good hooks. I like them because when they hook, they hold. I mean, and they're just they're an offset hook. Most all these are offset hooks, as you can see. They do have an offset to them. I really like that because it's quite a nice offset. These James R. Wood sent me these to test out the other day. They're from Hooker's Terminal Tackle. They're the 10/0 heavy duty hooks that he has, and these things look pretty awesome. I don't know, I haven't tried them out yet, but from all the reviews that I've read on these things, they are the next big thing that's up and coming in the hook world. I don't know, we'll test them out, especially this spring. I'm really going to give them a test out in Mississippi with some really nice blues. Let's see, that's about all for the hooks. And let's see what we got over here on the sides. Oh yeah, these are just bank sinkers on the sides. I have some 8-ounce sinkers and also some 6-ounce ones. These 6-ounce ones, I use, I don't know, just here and there, different. It just depends on the current. A lot of times a 6-ounce sinker will hold. Sometimes you need to go to an 8. Sometimes you can go down to a 4. Or if you're bumping the bottom, drifting down the river, you can use 2 or 3 or maybe a 4. Just depends on your style of fishing, how you're fishing, and what you're fishing for. I don't know. It's just up to personal preference, and all that on how you do that. Let's see. I'm gonna put this up here. It's 2 rigs that I use, and I will show you exactly how I rig these things. One of them is it's a drop rig. This is what I call it. Steve Douglas there, he calls it a Kentucky rig. Some people, I don't know, there's different names out there for it, I guess. What it is though is right here, your main line actually comes down and is your main line's here. It's coming in. It's tied to your 3-way swivel to the top. Different knots, I like to use a double clinch knot, improved clinch knot up here. Anyways, this 3-way swivel, as you can see, comes in from your main line, swivel. Then I have 20-pound Berkley big game right here. Goes all the way down to a 6 or 8-ounce weight on the bottom. Just depends, like I said, on your current. And after that, you get to on your leader line, I use the 50-pound mono leader. cow hitch up here, overhand knot. It comes down to a snelled 5/0 or 8/0 or whatever type of hook you want to use. And all it is, as it's going down the river, if you're anchored, this out here, out back, downstream, is inside the or outside the current, whatever current seams, whatever you like fishing. It's floating around out here in the river downstream with your weight being there on the bottom. But anyways, it's holding about like this, and it's swinging around here in the current, and fish can grab it, swim whichever way they want to with it, and not even know they're hooked until it's too late. But anyways, that's just one way. It's a good way to fish whenever you're anchored. The next setup that I have, next thing I like using a lot, it's just a slip rig. That's all it is. Carolina rig, whatever you want to call it. Just like right here, I have a 5 ounce no roll sinker. It's on my main line. It runs through the center of the sinker, tied to the barrel swivel. At the bottom of the barrel swivel, I have my leader, which is the 50-pound mono, and that goes down to my snelled 5/0, 8/0, whichever type of hook you want to use. Goes down to that. I mean, it's really, really, really effective. You can use it for drifting. You can use it for anchoring. You can use it for just about whatever type of fishing that you want to do. It's a good all around rig. There ain't a whole lot to it. It's very easy to tie, very easy to make up, very easy to maintain. A lot of people put a small rubber bead right here between the sinker and the swivel, just to protect the knot. I do sometimes I don't. I haven't really had a whole lot of trouble with this weight messing around with the knot and wearing it out, just because this knot, if you look, whenever it comes up through here, this knot actually fits up into the sinker itself. I mean, it really doesn't affect it that much, but a lot of people do put little rubber bumpers on there or whatever just to protect it, and it is a good idea. It's just an extra safe measure. But I never really have had a whole lot of trouble with this knot, coming undone or whatever, or the abrasion. But anyways, that's just a little overview of what's in my tackle box, and hope you guys learned a little bit. Maybe you did, maybe you didn't. Oh, one thing I did want to say, the rods and reels that I use are just typical catfish rigs. They're the Abu Garcia 6500 series reels, spooled with 60-pound braid, and the rods that I have are the Rippin' Lips heavy action 8-foot reels. The medium heavies, I really like those a lot too. Either one's great. There's so many catfish rigs out there, the rods, the reels nowadays, that you can basically spend as much or as little as you want on something and still have a pretty good catfish rig. There are so many out there. These companies have advanced their game so much on these things that there is just so much out there now, and so many options to just the average fisherman, that you don't have to go out and spend $200 on a rod, $200 on a reel, and have the best of everything, because honestly, a lot of times the best of everything is not the highest priced of everything. And I have found that out through years of trial and error on things. You can get just as good a quality of a rod or reel a lot of times, half the price of some of these really high priced things. Not saying that they're not good, because they are, but I'm just saying, for people that's on a budget or just really don't want to spend a whole lot of money on things, there are options out there where you can pick up some really good deals on some very good quality catfish gear. Well, anyways, my dog's wanting out. You can hear her in the background probably. So that's Miss Winnie. Anyways, anyways, hey Winnie, say hi. Hi Winnie. Hi. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna get off of here and let the dog out. But anyways, hopefully you guys learned a little bit today. I mean, this is just what I have in my tackle box. There isn't a whole lot to it. So just I don't know, just have fun whenever you're out there. Have fun fishing. Don't worry about things that are that you can't control. The fish biting or whatever. Just have fun. Just be glad that you are that you're alive and out there, and the good Lord let you see another day, and let you be out there having fun, enjoying yourself. Anyways, we'll catch you next time, and hopefully y'all like this video. If you do, leave me some comments in the section below, and if you don't, well, you can comment also. Like I said, all my techniques and all my equipment and all that, it's not the right way or the wrong way. It's just the way I do it. So anyways, y'all have Merry Christmas, and we'll see you later.